What's up, everybody? How are y'all doing today? Welcome back to another episode. And today I want to talk about this neat little thing that I got for the Nintendo Switch. So, right off the bat, this is a controller for your Nintendo Switch. It works on both the regular Switch and the OLED Switch models. This is the NItroDeck. So, it's basically a wired controller that is in the shape in mimicking kind of the Steam Deck. This is by a company called Cracked. I'd never heard of them until I found this. I actually pre-ordered this many moons ago. I pre-ordered it in June. And I pre-ordered it during my AT for the National Guard this year when we were away for 2 weeks on a base. And I was bored and I saw this and it looked cool, so I pre-ordered this then. So this is one of the regular versions. They come in this color. There's a white one and I think a gray one. Those are $59 or $69. And then there's also special edition ones that came in like retro colors and came with a case for $90. That being said, I don't know what the state of ordering one is right now. I do know that I got an email that the first wave of pre-orders were going to be out, so they're doing all the pre-orders first, and then if you buy one now, they'll ship it to you eventually. But yeah, that's the basis of this. If we just take a look at the controller right on the front, we have a D-pad, minus button, joystick, capture button, plus button, A, B, X, Y buttons, another joystick, and the cracked button, which doubles as the home button for the Nintendo Switch. And then on the back, we have a kickstand so that you can display it or set it up. And then we have two USB-C ports on the back of it. One is input, that is for charging the Switch, and the other is for output, and that's when I first opened it, I thought it was for this being like a docking substitute. It's not. It's so that you can plug your NItroDeck into the Switch dock and you can use it as a Pro controller. There's also 4 programmable buttons on the back here that you can program to whatever button you want. And then there's also a little symbol here that's actually an NFC tag. So you can download. Cracked has an app. You can download it there and do a bunch of stuff with it. I personally have not been able to get it to work yet. I think the app maybe has some bugs or crash because every time I would do it and I'd go the process, it would just stop. On the top here, you have your triggers, which they're nice triggers. They remind me a lot of the Pro controller, which is really good. I love my Pro controller. And then, yeah, there's still ample amount of space up top here that you can reach your power button, your volume buttons, and get the game card slot open. So that is super neat. What I will say, I've had this since Tuesday, so I've had it for about 3 days now. So at the time of recording this, I've had it for 3 days. Let me clarify. So what I like it a lot. I like how it's very large, I will say, but it's very comfortable to hold. Like, those of you who have held a Switch, you know that the Joy-Cons are super tiny and that they're just not the most comfortable thing to hold when you're playing it in handheld mode. This is super comfy. I don't get fatigued. The only thing that is a little, and I didn't notice this until I heard someone else say it, but it's actually true, the way you hold it, it's kind of a reach to get down to this right joystick, because like when I'm playing it, I kind of have to reach down here and like stick my hand out. So if you're playing like a game that uses a lot of cam controls, you have to move around, stuff like that, where you use that right joystick, you might notice it. I've personally been playing a lot of Lego Star Wars The Skywalker Saga recently, and if any of you played that game, you have to move the camera around when you're controlling your little person. So that I've noticed that. But yeah, the programmable buttons, I really haven't used the programmable buttons. I didn't buy this because of the programmable buttons, so I'm not like in a hurry to program them. But you can program them to the same input, and then out of the box, they mimic the left and right triggers. But yeah. Taking it out of the deck, if you have to take it out for charging, there's a button on the back here that you have to push in, and then you kind of just manhandle the front of it and pull it out. Now, something to note when taking it out of the dock, you kind of have to like push on the screen to get it out. There is really no easy way to get the dock out, the switch out, which is good because you don't want to like accidentally hit it and your switch falls out. Ooh, excuse me. But it's also bad because especially if you have an OLED model, you don't really want to put pressure on that front screen. So it has its pros and cons. The one thing I will say I have noticed about this bad boy since I used it, it does drain your battery life. Normally when I just had my Switch with the Joy-Cons and just a random flip case on it I found on Amazon, I would leave that thing in my bag and I'd pull it out whenever and it would have battery for like a week or more. This I had to charge it. I've had it for 3 days and I had to take it out and charge it last night. So I will say if you play it a lot, it's gonna affect your battery a little bit. So like if you're someone that avidly plays it throughout the day when you're doing stuff, definitely make sure you have a battery or a charger with you. But overall, I think I I personally think it's worth it just because I like the controller aspect of it. I really like the Steam Deck style shape that it has. Personally, I've always been interested in having a Steam Deck, but I don't game enough that I would use one or need one. So this kind of is a happy medium. And so overall, it's early. I keep yawning. Overall, I think the Switch Deck is an awesome product. I'll leave a link down to Crack's website so you can go check one out for yourself. And yeah, that's all I got for this video. It's a quick one. Just wanted to hop on and share my thoughts. Have any questions, comments, concerns, anything you want to talk about, leave it down in the comments below. I look through them all. And I hope you guys are staying safe out there, and I'll see you guys in the next episode. Peace out.